Hey guys, welcome back to Next Planet Band YouTube, and I'm here again, and I'm going to talk. We talked a little bit in the last video about being happy with what you got and really working with, what you've got to work with. So to continue on that a little bit, I'm going to review a different product this time, and this time's it's going to be important along with what I talked about in the last video about appreciating what you have, because you could say that, I don't want to say it's outdated, but it's definitely what I'm going to show you has definitely been improved on over the time that it's been out. And I'm going to talk about why it means so much to me and why I appreciate it, why it holds value. So this is my bass amp, okay? It's got the got a little tapestry bandana thing over the top, and it is a Yamaha B100-115-3. Okay, I don't know if you can see that right there, but I needed a bass amp to add to the band room that would be loud enough to be heard over all the other instruments. And there's keyboards and guitars and drums down here. It gets loud, because it gets loud. So I needed an amp that sounded good and got loud. So the reason I bought this, there's a technician in Richmond, Kentucky, about 30 miles from where I'm from. His name is Steve, and he owns a shop called Pro Audio Video. So I go there and I have my instruments worked on. He's like a class solderer. Okay, he really knows his stuff, and you can bring him, your broken piano or your broken foot switch or whatever, and he will fix it because he knows how. He's been doing it for years. He's a wizard. So if you're in the area, go to Steve at Pro Audio Video in Richmond. He will not disappoint you. And so he had this amp that, I don't know, someone brought and left there. It had been there for like a year or something, and he had like replaced the speaker in it. It's got like an Eminence 15-inch speaker for that, and I got this amp for like 120 bucks, and it has wheels on the bottom. That's the coolest part. You can't see it. Oh yeah, you can. Look, that's a wheel. Oh my gosh, so that makes that so much cooler, right? And I realize there are better amps for basses, and I realize that, I could have a better one. Do I need a better one? Not necessarily. This one works more than what I need it to do. It's a great amp, and I love it. That's part of what, that's part of the bond I share with this instrument. I realize that it's not the best, but it works for what I need it for, and I don't think that there's any reason for me to replace it. Like, even I don't feel like I'm losing out on what I'm using it for enough to want to change anything about it. So, let's turn this sucker on just so I can. And here's all the EQs and stuff that it's got. It's super flexible amp. So this is like the general tone. This part is for like the low end, so you can adjust your low end, and then up here's the high end stuff where you can adjust your like your upper mid-range frequencies for your bass. And I still haven't figured out what these knobs do. Now I think it's got something to do with the foot switch there, but haven't fooled around with it enough to figure it out yet. So maybe we'll see something in the future about what those do, but for now, this is what we're working with. So let's turn this on so you guys can actually hear what's going through. I'm playing through the Washburn XB100 bass, so we'll. Ooh. This sort of setting. That's me turning the treble up, and then you can adjust these Let's see. I'm just gonna turn a couple knobs so you can hear the sound, hopefully. So this is for the knobs that adjust for the low end, right? Right. So I think you guys can hear what those do, right? And then if you go to the ones at the high end, right? So that's what we've got going on as far as the bass amp goes. So I hope that this video was helpful and informative to you if you're looking to get a bass amp. I vouch for this one. This one's solid. You know, support your local businesses. You know, if you got someone like Steve in your area, you know, say if you're in Utah or wherever, you know, look around and find someone. You might find someone who's been running a business for the last 20 years who's, you know, dedicated their life to fixing stuff like this amp. And, you know, you can't go wrong with, you know, supporting your local economy. That's always positive. We always want to inspire that in others and make sure that, you know, we're taking care of our community. That's important. Okay, guys? So hope you like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this with your friends or, you know, your other band people if you like what we got going on. We'll see you next time.